What's up, guys? Today I'm on my way to pick up another side-by-side that you'll see on the channel. It's not my side-by-side. I'm picking it up from my dad. He was looking for something new, and I mean, it's hard to find side-by-sides in stock, so he found a used side-by-side that has very, very low miles, and it's in really awesome shape, so I'm gonna go pick that up for him. I was debating whether I wanted to kind of keep it a secret or just tell you guys. I think it's a little bit fun to kind of try to guess and then do a reveal. I know a lot of other channels have done that, but I think it's kind of fun. So if you want to just skip ahead and figure out what it is, go ahead and do that. I've got the trailer on, headed to pick up the new side-by-side right now. Okay, so I'll give you 3 hints at what the side-by-side might be. So it's a 2021, it's white, and it's got more than 2 seats. I'll give one more hint later, but it's gonna give it away. Wonderful, it's starting to rain, so it looks like I'll be tying this thing down in the rain, which is awesome. All right, I just picked up the side-by-side. It's pretty awesome. It's kind of dark and rainy out right now. I'll probably wait till tomorrow to film the reveal, but that's coming up next. So the last hint is that this machine has no belt. It's not a CVT machine. It has a DCT transmission. So that probably gives it away, but all right, so now I'm gonna show you what it is. All right, guys, here it is. It's a 2021 Honda Pioneer 1000. It's the deluxe model. This one has the cab, and it's also got a heater in it. It came with a winch, a light bar, a spare fuel pack, and these grandma's whips. Those things are really bright at night. There's a lot of cool and quirky things about the Pioneer. One, the cab opens like suicide door style. I thought that's kind of neat. It's actually got 5 seats. The rear seats fold down for a bed. It's also got a mat that goes over top of this so you can put dirt in it and stuff, and the dirt doesn't go down in that crack there. So you see it's got the 3 seats in the front. The cab has a slider window in the back. It came with this wet sound bar. But I mean, there's all kinds of room in this thing. The steering wheel's adjustable. I mean, that's a huge amount of space. The previous owner put a little foot pedal. I mean, it's got lots of different driving modes. This is automatic and manual. It's got paddle shifters. Those are actually pretty fun, but I find that a lot of times you drive in automatic mode because it's easier. This does have the DCT transmission, so that means there's no belt, so you don't have to worry about your belt temps or changing belts on the trails. And I mean, this thing shifts just smooth as can be. The paddle shifters are actually really fun. It's actually really fast for a, you know, sport utility side-by-side. I'll show you some riding clips in a minute. To get to the back seats, you open these back doors here and just fold the seats up. It's got kind of a odd design there, but that's how you fold the seats up. It's got a grab handle right here. I mean, pretty neat. It's got a very odd seatbelt mechanism. It's got 2 clips. It's also got window nets, so if you have kids back here, they don't stick their hands out if you roll over or something. So the tailgate does open like that, and then the bed will dump. It's a little bit difficult with the cab on. You gotta pull that lever up there. And just grab that. This fuel tank has just bolts in it on the backside, so you can take those out if you're actually going to haul like dirt or sticks or anything. But it's pretty neat how it does that. And then your footwells stay stationary. Your engine's covered up pretty well. Let's jump in it and test it out. All right, we'll try this thing out. I'm going to try just high in 2-wheel drive first, and then I might try manual mode and see what it'll do. There's high. Alright, so automatic mode's pretty cool. I'm gonna put it in manual, actually manual sport. How about that? How do you tell if it's in? Does it show up anyway? Okay, so you got to put it in high and then hit sport. Manual. Huh. We'll try manual mode. And now I'm going to see what it'll do for top speed. Really rough today. The suspension's handling it pretty well as long as you don't push it too hard. The engine noise in this cab is pretty loud too. Braking is awesome. The engine braking, going downhill, it just coasts. That's nice.
That sport mode really wakes it up. If you have it in just regular automatic mode, it shifts pretty quick. Once you put it in sport, it takes a little longer to shift. This thing's pretty good. It's really great on trails. It's a little bit rough because it is a utility side-by-side. I noticed the sport mode does actually make it more sporty. The RPMs go a little bit higher in sport mode, and the engine kind of revs out a lot more, gives you a little bit more power, so that's pretty cool. The manual mode is really awesome for if you want to downshift and take turns. That's awesome. I'm noticing that once you get riding for a little bit, the cab is pretty warm. It's a pretty hot day out. It's probably 90 right now, and it's pretty hot in here. I'm getting kind of sweaty. This doesn't have an air conditioner. If you have any suggestions for maybe an air conditioner, or maybe the solution is to take the cab off for the summer, I don't know. I got the windows down and the back window open. There's a little bit of air circulating, but it's still pretty warm. There's a lot of heat coming up from the seat. Maybe if I put some of that insulation, maybe it'll stop some of the engine noise and the heat from coming up. I do notice that the cab does have a lot of squeaks when you hit bumps, and the back of the seat kind of slaps against the cab on the bigger bumps. It makes a little noise. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. All right, I wanted to show you guys how tight this turning radius is. This is just a normal road. And I'll try to, I mean, look at this. This thing turns right around. It's insane. Look how tight that circle is. It's crazy. So I wanted to show you how good the power steering works. This trail's pretty rough and pretty deep sand. And I mean, I can turn this thing with my pinky. It's insane. It works so well. And I mean, there's almost no feedback in the steering wheel. It's crazy. The light kind of gives you an idea of how rough this trail actually is. That little light bar on top does a pretty good job.
was really impressed with this Pioneer. The suspension super smooth. The steering is just effortless. The turning radius is so sharp. I mean, this thing can turn around right in the middle of a trail. It's insane how sharp this turning radius is. I mean, you can fit a lot of people in it, and it does kind of a little bit of everything. So I think it's a really good side-by-side. It's not quite as fast as some of the sport side-by-sides, and it does have a little bit more power than the suspension can handle, I think. But that being said, I mean, it's awesome. It's really nice. You're probably going to see this Pioneer on the channel from time to time, since it is my dad's. He's already got some parts ordered for it, so I'll probably be installing those. He's also going to order some more parts, I'm sure, and I might order some parts for it so I can make some good install videos. We'll also take it out, kind of test it a little bit more. So if you're interested in like Pioneer utility side-by-side content, or I mean, we have YXZ content, quads, snowmobiles, we even have an amphibious coot. So check out some of the videos on the channel. If you like what you see, consider subscribing to the channel. It would really help us out. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers, which would be awesome to hit. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.